Okay, YouTube family, let's get this party started. So, this pergola that you see on this pallet in our driveway has been sitting here for about a month now. But we finally got a call from my contractor that he is going to be ready to start working here pretty soon. So Bay is back here spreading some much needed straw in the back just to kind of spruce up the yard a little bit. We just hate for it to be in such a bad state for so long. So we just decided to order this straw to give the flower bed a little touch up. Now, this line you see here is where we went ahead and moved the fiber line so that we didn't have problems with the internet because both of us work from home, and of course, the internet cannot be out. And also what you see here is what we started with. So you see my pretty well, I think they're pretty, my hostas, as well as these what do you call them? Hydrangeas. So my hydrangeas were just about to start blooming and I really was sick to the stomach the thought of moving them. But we'll talk about that a little later. And then you'll see the small patio area that we poured about 2 years ago. I think it was about 2 years ago, and I'll show you clips of that as well. But this is what we're starting with. Now, here's a view of the patio when we first completed it back in 2022, I think it was. It was really nice, and I really enjoy, being able to sit out here. But frankly, we just did not have enough room. And as you can see, this large planter box was sitting behind the couch. Had we had that space to push the couch back a little bit, probably would have, been all right with it for a few more years. But we just decided to, extend it anyway. But here's another shot. We have a sofa, two chairs, and a table. And we're going to actually keep this furniture. It's in great condition. We keep it covered up. As you can see here, this is a snapshot from another year, but we keep the furniture covered up all year round in the wintertime to kind of preserve it a little bit more. Oh yeah, another thing that you're going to notice too when you get to the reveal is that I did not repot any annuals. It was well into June before we finished this thing, and I just did not have the mood. I was not in the mood to pot any annuals, so we'll do that next year. All right, so Babe has taken the furniture off the patio and started cleaning it, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a little backstory. So the main reason we decided to extend the patio was that we really felt like we didn't have enough room to sit out here and lounge when we had visitors over. There was this large planter box that we built that sat on the patio instead of us. We should have put it on the ground, but we had it on the patio and it was just taking up too much space. So we took all of that stuff off. Here you'll see where we cleared everything up and we're gonna move we moved the old hostas over into that bed over to the right, and then we put some of them out in the larger flower bed because there is not enough room to put the hostas over to over close to the house. So our old pad or patio space was, I think it was a 10 by 12. So what we've done, and we decided to extend it out another 2 feet into the yard and then all the way to the end of the house to make it longer and wider. Now, one thing we decided to do at the last minute was to rescreen the porch. Bay was going to originally just take the screens down, the old screens, and reattach new screens, kind of pull it more taut. But we decided just to redo the entire screen porch. So once he sprayed down the covers and kind of cleaned off the porch a little bit, he started to take down all of the old porch trim so that we can prepare the porch for the new screened in patio. And like I said, this idea of the screened in patio was an afterthought. And when the company told us that it would be like $500 to $700 for them to do the demolition, Babe decided to do it himself, and he did a really, really good job. All right, so the demolition is done, and here's a shot once Babe moved the furniture back out of the way, as we were waiting for the next day for the screened in porch company to come and start their work. As you can see, Babe did a great job on this porch. I think he did better than they could have done. Now, over here to the right side of the porch is where the grill and the griddle sits. That part is separate, and we're going to leave this alone for this year. We're not going to pour any extension or anything over here. We would like to put like a grill pergola up, but for right now, we're going to leave this part of the patio as is for this year. Now, guys, they did not start taking down the screen portion of the porch until the day before the screen patio company was coming out. And do you know that these birds had already taken over our porch overnight? And this one here actually was wilding out, did not want me to come out of the door. And he was tripping like this is his house. Even more reason to have a screened in patio. All right, guys, it's build day. Now, when I say these guys came in here ready to work, professional, on time, courteous, clean, neat, polite, they were awesome. They came in and got this job done in one day, and we love it. All right, today is finally the day. It's time to pour this concrete. Like I said, my contractor, who I've been with for almost 15 years now, my guy is booked and busy. But when he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. This time it just took a little bit longer. But as you can see, they got all the grading in place and they're ready to pour this concrete. But before they could, get this stuff done, I had to move those hydrangea plants. Remember, I was so scared about moving those hydrangea plants because they were so pretty, and I just really thought moving them was gonna, just send them over the edge, and it really did. But I'll show you that guys that later. All right, so the concrete truck pulled up around, I would say 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The guys took that morning to get everything graded, and then they took lunch, and then the concrete came and was poured. Now it's a few days later, and the concrete has fully dried, and Bay is about to get ready to stain the concrete. You see this dark brown color over to the right? That is the old stain. We went with a darker color before, but we're going to lighten it up this time. So he's taking the furniture off completely, and he's going to stain the entire patio, the old and the new part, with this nice light color stain. The color we chose was by Valspar, I think, and it is called Utterly Beige. And it took 4 cans of stain to take care of the entire patio. All right, guys, remember that pergola that I said we purchased from Sam's? It had been in the driveway on a pallet for a couple of months now, and we had to start, pulling it all out of the boxes, and it was in a million pieces. Because the pergola we purchased was not tall enough to clear that window you see right there, we wanted the pergola to be higher than the window. We decided to raise the pergola by putting these decorative stone posts on the bottom. And my contractor, he took care of that for us as well. So he sent over a couple of guys to start building the 4 corners of the pergola. And then once they were done with that, Anzio was going to help them start putting the actual legs of the pergola on top of these 4 posts.
Oh, it sure is.
Not only were these posts, um, they served a technical purpose, but they were also very aesthetically pleasing, and brought a lot more drama to the space. Now, because these guys are the professionals, Babe and I kind of got out of the way and let them did the proper measurements because they had to actually line these 4 posts up perfectly so that the pergola could sit in the middle of each of these posts. So they started, making the cuts and the drill the holes to start anchoring the pergola into these posts. Now, the process of getting these decorative stone pillars built, as well as getting the 4 posts of the pergola up, that took about 4 days. It took them like 2 days to build the columns, and then another 2 days to get the posts put up and in the right positions. And like I said, this was some precision work because the pergola was pre-drilled. All the holes were pre-drilled, so they had to make these 4 columns fit perfectly, and they nailed it.
Guess who's going to get hammered on this if we don't deliver it? Us.
Right, and if Canal's not responsive, please.
All right, so it's the next day. The pergola is finally up. And I'm opening up rugs that I bought for the patio. So I ordered these two rugs off of Amazon, and I'm opening them up so I can lay them out flat because I thought they were going to be rolled up. But they actually just laid out flat once I got them open. One of the rugs was an 8 by 12, and the other one was I think 7 by 9, a little over 9 feet. They fit the space perfectly, and you'll see that when we show the reveal. But these were great rugs. I'm going to link them down below. They came from Amazon. Backwards anyway. So it's not. Now, this is the second rug. This is the larger rug, and it actually came folded in half and rolled up in a box, but it opened out and laid pretty flat. Along with the rugs, I had started purchasing things for the patio, and my guest bedroom downstairs became like the catch-all room for all of this stuff that I had planned to put on the patio. So as you see, there's no bed, but there's a whole lot of things. So wrapping up the pergola put us at a good stopping point because we had to take my son on his high school graduation vacation trip that we had been planning for the last year and a half. So the next day, me, my husband, my son, and my best friend who was taking my mom's spot headed to Miami. Finally made our way to the Port of Miami. We're about to head onto the Icon of the Seas. Woo woo! They got my boys back there, the graduate, my husband. We're about to go in. Thank you for graduating high school, Cameron. Thank you, Cameron. Happy graduation, Cameron. What do you say? You're supposed to say, thank you, Mom. Happy graduation to me. It's over. It's over. My kids are out of high school. All right, back to our regularly scheduled program. So while we were away on the cruise, I had some more packages coming in. And look, my girlfriend who lives in a subdivision right across the street, she came over, picked my packages up off my door. She had to actually make two trips because I had packages coming on different days. Our community is gated, but I still didn't want that many packages sitting on my porch. So I really appreciate you, girl. Love you. Along with all the other boxes that was in my dining room and in my spare bedroom was this egg chair that I purchased from Walmart back in like early April. One of my girlfriend's daughter posted it on Facebook and I thought it was a really, really cute egg chair. I like this one better than I like some of the other ones. So today, now that we're back, we're starting to put together the things that we want to put on the patio. I couldn't wait to get it together, put the cushions on it, and just chill out on this egg chair. But we also decided to go ahead and bring the furniture back on the back porch so we can start staging things and seeing how things fit. And I can start pulling out all the decor that I bought for the front porch. Or, sorry, the back porch. Maybe around March, the beginning of March, middle of March, I was in Home Goods and I found the matching table to the furniture that we already had. So remember I told you we kept the sofa and the chairs, but I looked up and found the matching table for it. So right here I'm putting a larger rug down in the area that we're going to put the table. So you know when you buy these pieces of furniture from Home Goods, it's already put together. So when we bought it, we had to take it apart completely and bring it home, and we stored it away until now. It's almost June. Well, it is June. So here's Babe trying to figure out how do we put this thing back together because there are no instructions. So while he was figuring that out, I went ahead and brought out the chairs for the table as well as the cushions. I had cleaned the cushions off. So the cushions for the sofa area, started bringing out smaller, other decor pieces to the patio just to pull it together this evening. Now, we were doing this evening and we had nothing planned, but I really was excited about seeing this space come together, even if we didn't have anything planned. I want to get some plant stands for these two faux plants that I got from Home Goods, but I hadn't found them yet. But I'm going to get some plant stands so these don't sit directly on the concrete. I found these chimney fireplaces or chimney fire pits from Hobby Lobby back in like February, and I thought this black would be a good contrast color for the patio. To add a little bit more black and also to kind of give some more drama behind the sofa, we have these accent panels that I got to hang up, but right now they're still just leaning against the wall. As you can see, they haven't been hung yet. All right, so I found these cute little accent lights that I'm going to hang from the pergola. We had some more lights already out on the patio, so we left those, and they're motions sensor, and they also are daytime, nighttime lights. So we're going to keep those out here for more lighting on the back. I also purchased these multicolored solar lights from Amazon. This was one of the packages my girlfriend picked up. I was inspired to do this when we were on the ship in the Central Park area. They had all this mood lighting at night and it changed colors, so I wanted to recreate this on the patio. All right. Things are coming together. One thing you'll see, I have these faux hanging baskets from the they're hanging from the pergola. And then the only thing we really have left to do this year is to get the umbrella. I did run out and purchase that about a couple of days after this video. I'm also so not sure how I feel about those faux hanging baskets, but we're gonna rock with them this year. I also went back and forth on the accent pillows over in the seating area. And then I put this small little plant here on the table just for a little decor. But I'm gonna get the umbrella put up here in a second. Now over here you can see how I'm starting to tie everything together. This is a screened in porch that has been up for a little over a month. So let's check that space out too. We don't want to forget that space before we get into the total reveal. So I want to show you a couple of things that we picked up for the new screened in porch area. So first off, we replaced the cushions in these four chairs that we already had. So we're going to keep those for sure. We bought new ottomans. We bought this new lamp over here to the right. And we also got this faux bushy flower and a planter box to put it to put in the corner right here next to the door. Another thing you may notice is that we moved the door from the middle of the porch to having two doors on either side of the porch. That allowed us to kind of rearrange the furniture, and we also bought a new table to put between two of the chairs. And of course, we needed a new rug to finish off the space. Okay, without further delay, let's get into this reveal. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate you guys being so patient with me. I have like 3 trips that I have not completed editing on, and I really want to get those vlogs out to you guys, but this one was a little bit more easy for me to put together. Y'all know I struggle with having time to put these vlogs together, but I'm working on it. But thank you guys so much. Stay tuned as I finish up or, wrap up the last little pieces of this backyard makeover when we hang those decorative panels. I think that really is going to set it off, and it's going to hide those trash cans in the fence behind the sofa. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.